Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys are probably seeing me in the same outfit that I ended my last video in. It's because it's the same day and I'm not going to change just for that. Usually when you see that in my videos I'm wearing the same outfits because I've recorded the same day and I'm just not going through the trouble of changing. I don't have time for that. I'm a mom. I don't have time for all that. Today's video is going to be, I'm going to be reading just new authors to me and hoping to fall in love with new characters and plots and books and things along that line. So I thought, why not read this? So I seen the first book we're going to be reading. I plan to read at least 3 to 4 books on here. It just really depends. Hoping for 3 at least. I try to get 3 books in a vlog. I seen this TikTok on it and I was like, oh, like, it consumed me. I was like, I need to read that. We're gonna read this today. It's Slash or Pass by Taylor Page. Already got it downloaded. We will be starting this today. So I'm gonna just read what it's about. What I seen on TikTok, I was like, yes, 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 give me more. And I knew that I had to read this like as soon as I was done with the current book I was reading then. So I'm gonna read what it's about. On Goodread, it has a 3.74 star rating. And we're about to get into this. So let me just read a little bit about what it's about to you guys and then we can go into it. It says, when you get told to run, you get up and you don't look back. We had one shot to get out of the sinister Mister's grasp and we took it hand in hand. Kansas and I fled in the middle of the night with the promise that we would never tell a soul about what happened at that house and how Constantine died. Ensley has spent the last decade looking over her shoulder while trying to forget the horrors of the minister and the family inflicted upon her and others. However, something continues to call to her. In the deepest roots of her psyche, she can't escape the nightmare of her time trapped in the cult. All of her fears come to a head when she finds a letter taped to her door, informing her that a document is being made about the minister and the events that took place 10 years ago. When she politely declined, she can't help but wonder why they didn't fight her more to talk. Interesting. It isn't until she turns on the TV that she sees that they didn't need her to talk because they had someone else to captivate their audience. They found Constantine. He's alive. He remembers that we left him. Slasher Pass is a male-female horror romance. If you like slasher horror, spicy romances, and a little spunk in your books, you're going to enjoy this novel. Tell me that doesn't sound good because I'm about to devour this book because it sounds good. It sounds really freaking good. And it is February 11th. We're gonna get into this and we're gonna start reading our life away. I finished, what is it? Slash or Pass. I'm still getting used to like this whole recording and let me guys know if you guys like, and I am actually like updating you guys throughout reading or like a whole summary at the end of how I'm feeling. Obviously if I have quotes and stuff that I like, I come on and let you guys know. I guess I was expecting this book to go a different way. So basically we're following them. We're following Ensley, Constantine, and Kansas. They were abducted when they were younger and brought into this cult called the Family. They were basically abused, as in like starved, beaten sometimes. Just really depend on the consequences and what they did. They were never allowed outside. And then things started changing once they turned 11 and Ensley got her period and, as they said, became a woman. And this huge ritual needed to be made. Constantine and Kansas decided that would be their time to escape because they couldn't let what was going to happen to Ensley. Fast forward 10 years later, her and Kansas are still in contact with each other and like they're best friends and like they have this attraction towards each other. Like she can't let it go more because of the ceremony that happened between her and Constantine. Like she kind of just feels guilty and feels like she needs to hold her virtue for him and things like that. She believes that he's dead, that he died that night her and Kansas escaped. So she has this guilt inside of her. Now there's this crew that wants to come to town to film this documentary and all these like random murders start happening. So we're seeing that play out. It's just a lot, like not a lot goes on, but kind of. It's kind of like just, I don't know, I just felt like there were so many obvious clues on who these killers were and she never put it together and I have no clue why. So it was just like little things like that, and like I thought like going into this we were gonna get out of the cult nonsense and stuff like that, but it kind of just goes out throughout the whole thing, which I get why because of what happened to Constantine, but it just wasn't overall my favorite read. Like I think it could have just like something else could have just wowed me. It is spicy, but something else could have just wowed me, I think. Gave that one a 3 stars. But it is my first book by Taylor Page. So other than that, first reading like a book by her like that, I thought it was a decent read. Like I said, not a favorite, but a decent. And I can't wait to read more by her. Okay, next. I have not read, like I cannot talk this morning. I have not read any of H.D. Carlton. I'm reading Hunting. I've heard so many good things about this over the years, and I'm finally picking it up. This is a cat and mouse duet. I'm trying to think, what chapter was I on? And I think I was on chapter 2. No, I was not on chapter 2. I lied. I'm on chapter 1. I started like late last night, like at midnight. All I know about this series is that she basically has a stalker. All I know. And I'm guessing she ends up falling in love with her stalker. That's the only thing I can think of. What I figured out, she is a successful author right now. She's moving into her grandmother's mansion because her grandmother left that mansion for her. And she already talked about how it's like kind of giving like gothic vibes. Personally, I think so. At least when I'm thinking of this manor. And how she believes it's haunted and how like she has the best memories and she's been there since she was a child and things like that. She doesn't have the best relationship with her mother. Those are the things that I just figured out so far. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a lot of quotes that I need to share with you guys in this one, so I'll try to pick up my camera. We will see. Also, another cool thing we're going to be doing today, even though this has nothing to do with this video, but I'm going to just mention it in this video because I have a habit of doing that. I'm standing on text, which should be fun to do. Also, it's the perfect day to do that because it's literally pouring raining outside and have nothing else to do in my life. I'm going to go finish the show that I'm watching and then read some more. Actually, I need to clean, so I'm lying. I'm going to clean. That's what I'm gonna do next. So far, the little bit that I did read of chapter 1, I have been enjoying it. We're already kind of getting like little spooky things. Like she just got to the manor and thought that she's seen someone in the attic or like somebody peeking out of a window in the attic, and she just thought that that was a comfort to her because weird things like that happen all the time in this manor. That is saying something right there. That's not normal. Okay. It's already going in and we already know this is not going to be normal. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, I'm gonna try an audiobook because I'm about to clean around the house and things like that. So I'm gonna listen to Dark Lover by J.R. Ward, which is the first book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I have this book. I might listen to it. My thing with audiobooks is that I just don't pay attention like to all the details while listening to it. I think that's my issue, one, and I get distracted very easily and I'll just let it play. So it's kind of like a podcast to me where like I usually listen to podcasts when I clean and things like that, especially when I don't want to listen to music to get me motivated and I need like a true crime or something. But I'm gonna try, oh, what did I do? But I'm gonna try this today. Wish me luck. I'll let you guys know how I'm doing it. And then on my Kindle, we already know. Reading, hunting, out of line. I also will like whenever I get done, I will, what is it? I will just follow along in my book. I'm actually gonna go look for it and bring it out. I have like the little paperbacks of it. 1 second. Look how tiny. I've been meaning to look how tiny it is compared to like, this is what it looks like compared to like a regular paperback. So it's super tiny. The words in this are like very tiny. And honestly, it's not even that long. It's 407 pages, so that's not bad to get into this vlog as well. I'm just gonna throw my bookmark in here. Then we are going to start listening. Okay guys, I wanted to update you guys on Dark Lover. So I did audible to chapter 4 because I'm not doing anything. I'm actually sitting down and reading it. I'm on chapter 6 and I didn't know how I was gonna feel about this. I read J.R. Ward. Oh, I did read a J.R. Ward book before. It's new authors and books, but I did. So sorry. Her writing is like third person, but I'm not minding it. Usually I have a hard time with third POV. We'll see how it goes. So far I'm liking it. We're learning about like the brotherhood. I'm sorry, I'm in my kitchen and do not mind me. My chair, if you guys know, have been on me the last couple, I want to say month or two. I've been having a lot of back pain lately. I've been trying to just sit a lot and like just relax a lot more. I don't want to irritate it. I think it's like I might have put a muscle and that muscle was irritating my back because of where it's at from my running, things like that, whatever. That probably didn't make sense, but in my head it makes sense. Oh, anyway, so I'm liking it. So basically Darius, Beth's dad, went to their, essentially he's their king, like the leader of the brotherhood, and was like, hey, like my daughter is about to be 21. She's about to be going through the transition phase. She doesn't know about me. I would really love your help to help me help her transition. And at first they're all friends, they all know each other, and at first he's kind of just like, no, like I can't deal with that, a new person transitioning, like no, absolutely not. Then Darius goes and gets himself killed, not on purpose. A lesser bombed their car, that's what they're thinking, and he died on instant. Also, as we're getting that, we're seeing Beth as well in a town where, like, small town. She is like a news writer, I believe, or something, a journalist or something along those lines. And on her way home, she almost gets raped and she's terrified and she's just going through the motions. Then we're seeing Wrath, who is the king, kind of just gathering to basically try to find where all these Lessers are so they can go kill them, but also thinking about what Darius told him to help him with, because obviously Darius is one of his really good friends. Darius leaves him a letter explaining like where she lives, what she looks like, things like that, and he just seen her for the first time and kind of got her scent, I guess, in a way. I think they might be mates or gonna be mates or something crazy like that. Guys, it is so bad out. Okay, so Mia wants me to show you guys my progress on my rhinestoning my book. So this is what I got. I'm doing Legendary by 70 Garber. I haven't read it yet, so I thought it'd be fun. I feel like we're not really getting the full effect. Let me turn you guys around fast. Like, oh, now you can see it a little bit better. See how it's like, oh, there you go. You can see it right there. So over here, these beads down here are kind of messed up a little because these were a little bit too big for this. So I think I'm just gonna like kind of do like a cloud area. I don't know. I'll show you guys what I have in mind then. This is how it's looking so far. And I'm actually really liking it. Just love coming in and just seeing how it sparkles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. So basically just doing the name on it took me about 2 hours. So that's not, honestly, that wasn't bad. A lot easier than what I thought it was gonna be, but thankfully I'll show you guys everything I got. So, but like basically every kit I got came with glue, which each kit came with 2 or 3. So there was that. It also came with some tweezers. You can see here. Some tweezers and then a white pencil, I guess, to like carve out wherever you want to put it and things like that. So thankfully I didn't have to buy any of this because it came with the kits. I'll show you the kits that I got. I got these gold ones. Amazon, all of these. So I got these gold ones. I thought these were going to be completely clear, but these are more like silver because of the back being silver. Like you can see it right there. So it's not like clear. I got 2 black ones because honestly, like, I want to say 90% of my books are black, so I got a whole bunch of like black here. Then I got 1 colorful, which obviously I'm gonna have to eventually invest in like getting individual pack of all the colorful ones just so that I can have different sizes of them. I think this one has 3mm and 2mm mixed in together, so it's like you kind of got to search for it, but I thought this was pretty good to have for my first time doing it, so I got that. And then of course I had to get pearls. I seen somebody do Caraway and it looked so pretty, but like there was pearls all over it. It just went with the vibe and I loved it, so I had to get pearls. These are all I have so far. And then I got like the seal that goes over it if you're doing a whole book to like kind of lock everything in place so that they don't ever fall off or anything like that, so I got that. This is the Landbeamed Diamond Painting Sealer, so I got that. It's multi-purpose, large, non-toxic, safe, clean, and gloss finish. Comes with silicone brush, which I did that. And then obviously I got the little like tool to help you do it, which honestly if I didn't have this, people just do it with tweezers because that would have been like really hard. But it comes like, there's the end and then it has this end as well, and that's what it looks like. It does come with 2 other wax heads. This to switch them out whenever I need to. Very easy to use. Needed this. Only thing I didn't get was a tray, and I realized that I didn't get it after I already checked out, and I was just like, you know what, whatever, we'll just try without it. Definitely think that will make my life a lot easier, keeping the gems right side up where I have to like pick them up the correct way, if that makes sense. But honestly, this wasn't too hard to do. It was very actually relaxing. I told my husband the only thing that sucks is that because you're bent over with your neck down while you're doing it, it kind of just starts hurting your neck a little. It was relaxing. I enjoyed doing it. Going back to reading now. Hey guys, so I'm on chapter 27 of Dark Lover. Just starting it. I listened to most of it while I was finishing this last night. Look how pretty. I feel like you can't really tell how pretty it is until you see it in person. Do you guys see that? Like, I'm so proud of it. For it being my first one, I'm so proud of it. But I was doing this till about like 10 at night, just finishing up these. I think once you get the hang of like putting them on, it goes so much faster. Back to Dark Lover, liking where it's going. She's just figuring out how she is going to transition. We also found out that Wrath is going blind or is partially blind, or he's eventually gonna lose all his sight essentially. But he has the prettiest eyes. They're apparently a pale green, like almost white color, and they have like this chemistry with each other, but he kind of keeps saying like he can't be the one for her. But also I don't think he's told her that he's actually made it to, I forget where her, is it Marissa or Melissa, something with an M, and I think that's gonna break her because I don't think he has broken that bond, even though they have never been like, they basically like share blood. For vampires in this world, they have to feed off of a female vampire to survive, so it's not like they have to feed off humans to survive. So that's why his shellin, which is, I think that's considered like their meat if I'm not mistaken, because I'm pretty sure a female vampire who has been mated to a male. Females generally do not take more than one male mate due to the highly territorial nature of a bonded male. So yeah, a shellin is a mate, and he has one because they were mated before he turned vampire. So that's going to be interesting because I think he's going to end up breaking that bond, because his bond with Beth is a lot just stronger and better. Like you can feel their chemistry and their want, slowly their love for one another. So that's how that's going. Not disappointed. We also know there's someone called Mr. X, who is basically the leader of the Lessers, which are humans that basically sell their soul or are soulless, that kill vampires. And it also seems like he's actually a vampire. That's what I'm guessing. He's actually a vampire because he had a shellin before she passed and his unborn child passed. Ever since then, I feel like he's gone to like the darker side to basically go with the Lessers and help defeat the Brotherhood. So far what I'm reading is interesting. It's pretty fast paced. We'll see what else happens so far once she transitions, I guess, which should be soon with all the clues that we have. Alright, so I finished Dark Lover. I ended up going with 3 stars. I just don't like the third POV. We're in multiple people's, like, you know how third POV, how I think I said this in an earlier clip, where it kind of jumps around, where like you're in third person, then you're in somebody's like POV, then jumps again to third person, then in somebody else's point of view in the next second. Not that it's complicated, but it's complicated. That's the best way to describe it. And I just feel like sometimes it just doesn't let the story flow as well as it could flow, and I feel like that's what happened with this one. Or obviously, like I said, we get to see multiple people's points of view in the third person, like, you know. So I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was decent. The plot was there. I don't know why I thought it was going to be more action-packed, but it definitely was not. So I thought a 3-star was just a good rating for it. I really want to see Zeta's story. I want to read his book just because I feel like he's dark, mysterious, and misunderstood, and how everyone's so scared of him. And I think that low-key kind of hurts him. I don't know. He just intrigued me the most out of all of them. And if Butcher gets a... Is that his name? Yeah, if Butcher gets a story, then I definitely want to read his too. Just because he's a human in the vampire world, that's always going to be interesting to me. I started reading Haunted. We're bringing my husband back to school. So I started reading Haunted Adeline, and I am only at 7%. I can already tell this book is a big book. I don't know if it has how many pages. I don't think it's going to have the pages. Oh, I'm only on page 44. And I believe there's like 541 pages. So yeah, definitely going to have to get a lot of reading done tonight on that. I want to at least get halfway tonight on it. So far, it's good. It's intriguing. It kind of showed how he's seen her and decided that he wanted to keep her. The one quote where I was like with my mouth on the floor because he gave no chill whatsoever. Let me try to get it. I highlighted it for you guys. Oh, the first one was of Grayson when he goes, "Since I'm not getting yours, I thought I'd create my own hole to get into tonight. Fix that, bitch." And I was just like, he deserves everything that's coming to him, because what a fucking asshole was he to even just insinuate that, like, asshole of the year. And then the next one was, "All I want to do is break her, shatter her into pieces, and then arrange those pieces to fit against my own. I don't care if they don't fit. I'll fucking make them." Giving me all the vibes that I need in this book right now. So yeah, that's how that book is going. So far, so good. No complaints. But kind of creepy. She just found her great-grandmother's safe that has her diaries in it, and she said it started off very fascinating, but now it's kind of just like shocking, I guess, in a sense. It's 8:37. I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching Haley Fam. All I have to say is that I'm only on chapter 6 of what is this, Haunting Adeline. It's just really slow right now, and I think it's because we're getting into, I don't know what I did, but this is stuck in my hair. What did I do here? Okay, it's just really slow, and I'm just trying to get into it, but I just feel like it needs to just pick up. My book bestie was telling me how she DNF'd a book like 3 times, and she finally tried it again. Her friend told her, like, try to get to chapter 15. If you get to chapter 15, everything picks up, the flow gets better, it's not gonna drag as much as it is right now. And she said after that, like, she fell in love with the whole story, but she did tell me she DNF'd it 3 times. And I'm like, girl, I understand why people who probably started this DNF'd it, because it's so freaking slow. It's also my first book by this author, so I don't know if her other books are like this, or is it her? I don't even know. But it's been a struggle bus for me. Also because I finished my Caravel and I like primed it, and the only thing I don't like about when I primed it is that now you can kind of see, oh, you can see it like that, like the outline of where I put the sealant on it. But I do like the way that the sealant looks on the gems, because it, what is it? It makes them shine more, and it takes like wax tip that I used to actually paste them on. Like, it takes that wax off of it, which I really like as well, because it just makes it shine better. That's how that looks. I mean, it does, it's clear when it, I don't know if you guys can see it there a little bit, yeah, but it's clear when it dries. Jesus Christ, I'm having brain farts. But I'm also listening to the audiobook Pretty Little Savage by Lucy Smoke, so I've been really liking that. Yeah, so I'm hoping to like get more into Haunting Adeline. Like, I'm hoping to at least try to get to chapter 10 10 or 11 by tonight before I go to bed. Even more if I get more, yay. I'm telling y'all, it's a struggle. I'm struggling. It's a struggle bus over here, and it is downpouring snow outside. I'll show you guys, because snow, it's always so bright out. From my window you can see all the snow. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Snow is beautiful. I personally just don't like it. Like my husband earlier, I was like, I literally went outside to get the kids on the bus, and like my head started pounding right away. I don't know what it is. Whenever I'm in the cold, my ears start hurting, or my head starts really badly hurting. Don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing for me. So hard to say, not stay consistent, because I feel like I'm back on a track now. But like December going into January, those 2 months, I lost my momentum with uploading. And I just feel like right now I'm at like a, not that I always look at my subscribers, but I have been, and I feel like I'm stuck in the 300s. Really, my goal for this year, don't know why I'm mentioning it in this video, is to at least try to make it to 1,000 subscribers or more. It's always, you know, that or more. Don't want to like backtrack on it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I've also started just doing something not different, because I was putting words with my, for my thumbnails, which wasn't bad, but now I decided to just kind of just do, here, I'll show you guys what this thumbnail looks like, because I decided to like change it up a little bit. So I'll show you guys. So kind of just doing something along the lines like this, instead of putting words in the not the caption, on the title anyways. So just putting like things like this in the books I read in the background. I think that's the way to go. So yeah, you can tell it was a very emotional, hard, but like it's always good to just switch things up once in a while, just to see how maybe something new works better for your channel. Like I told you guys, I had my YouTube channel for, wow, 8 years now. I started off doing makeup on it, switched it off, wasn't consistent. I think I was consistent with doing my makeup on there maybe for like 3 months, and then I stopped. I think it might have been because I found out I was pregnant or something. I can't really remember why I stopped, but I know I stopped, and then I would post randomly here and there, because I was doing like family vlogs with me and Jordan and Zoe when we were in Hawaii and things like that. I know I do have a lot of other, like I have a lot of videos on here. Yeah, I think what I posted my first bookish YouTube video December 15th 2020, and that just was not consistent. I just wasn't consistent. I did start doing finale. Like I said, I wanted to do all 3 books because I felt like it would have just been weird if I just did the one and not the other one. I don't know which one's my favorite so far. I think I just, it being my first series to do, I think I just love them all. So this is Caravel, how Caravel came out. I think it's just like pretty, all like the little details on it that I did. Like it just looks, I love the way it came out. I don't know what it is. Maybe this is because it's my first one, but I love this one so much. It reminds me of like curtains around it, if that makes any sense. I love how like the legendary came out too. Do not mind my hair. 2 of my kids being home because we're in a winter storm, so it snowed here, and when it snows even a little bit here in Fort Campbell, everything shuts down. Like the whole post basically essentially shuts down because people don't know how to drive in the snow. I mean, I'm from Pennsylvania. We're used to driving in snow way more than a little dust on the floor. Anyway, I came on here to update you guys on Haunting Adeline. I'm 35% into it now. Honestly, the last 3 days I have barely read. Haven't really been in the reading mood, so I just feel like, also I felt like the book was very slow, and now it's just currently picking up. Like the gun scene, if you have read Haunting Adeline, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. My thing is that, like, sir, your whole job is about protecting and saving women, children, anyone in sex trafficking, but then you're stalking someone. This is my issue. And basically literally haunting this girl and like, you know, scaring her, not torturing her, but like low-key kind of in like a mental capacity, like letting her know that like, hey, I can get you whenever the hell I want. I'm hoping I change my mind on this. We'll see. I'm ready to see what's about to happen. I think she's shocked on how everything just happened with the gun, let's be honest. Yeah, he's very possessive. Don't have other people touch you, don't have men touch you. If they touch you, there will be consequences. And you know what, still, I don't know his name yet. Even though I know everyone else knows his name, I don't know his name yet. So we're waiting to see that happen. But you could feel the chemistry between them, because as much as she says that she's scared of him, I don't think she's as scared as she's letting on to believe. Because if you were so scared, I would have been the hell out of the house. I would have been in a whole new house by now, even though he probably would have followed, but still. I'm gonna just read for a little bit, watch some YouTube, probably edit here my next video, and then once I'm done with that video, I have, I think, this video I'm gonna start editing, actually. Okay, so he goes, psycho, literally. She doesn't know I'm hiding in her closet, waiting for her to fall asleep so I can stare at her beauty in peace. Right now, she fears me, rightfully so. No shit. I'm a dangerous man and I kill people daily. Not only that, but I enjoy it too. She should fear me, but only because once she ultimately submits to me, she'll have no chance of escaping me. Sir, what are your plans when she actually falls in love with you? Because I mean, I feel like that's the point. Like, she's gonna eventually fall in love with him, just like her great grandmother did with Rolando. If you guys have never read this, at the end of almost every chapter, we're getting a letter, not a letter, like a page from her great grandmother Gigi's journal explaining what she was going through. Her great grandmother Gigi got stalked as well by Rolando. We found out that she was actually murdered in the manner that obviously is passed down to generations to her. So not only is she dealing with her own stalker, but now we're trying to solve who murdered Grandma Gigi. Because what? Who would do that? I think it was actually her husband who did it, because Gigi was married but also in love with her stalker. So wild, huh? Crazy. Because I've been showing you guys my journey of, is it really? Yeah, I guess essentially my journey of bedazzling my books. I wanted to show you guys them all now that I just got finished doing the last book, so I just have to put the sealing over it. But terrible. I absolutely love the way that this one turned out. Honestly, I love the way that they all turned out. I think this one's just gonna hold a special place in my heart just because it was my first one, but love the way this one came out as well. Then finale, the last one. I love the way it turned out. I do wish that I did have like tinier bead sizes. I used the tiniest one that came in my kit that I had, and how that looks. So there's that, and this is my last one. I don't know what series or what book I'm gonna do next. Don't think I'm gonna do a series though. Not that it didn't take me long. It literally took me a week to do all 3 of these, which is not bad. I don't know what series or what book I would want to do next, but I really had, I don't know, it's just very relaxing, and once you get the hang of it, it's like I can't stop doing it because there's like a rhythm to it, and once you hit that rhythm, you're like, okay, I just want to finish this one section. Like, I think yesterday, I think it took me 3 days to do that one, because the first night I was like, you know what, I just want to get finale. I just want to finish bedazzling the word. And then yesterday I was like, you know what, I just want to finish doing the bottom section, you know, like around the bottom. Okay, and then today I was like, you know what, today I'm going to finish the top section. So it's just all about like time managing it. And well, I think I've been doing it for maybe an hour. So each part like took me about an hour, 2 hours, depending how my kids are. If my kids need anything, me pausing, doing that. Like, I'm not mad about how they came out. I actually am really proud of them. I did read Caribou a while ago. I think I'm going to do a vlog on reading the Caribou series. I look crazy. I know, it is so cold outside, but like they actually had school today. And I'm just really surprised because literally all week long they only had school Tuesday, and then yesterday and Wednesday were canceled because of all the snow and how cold it was outside. But that's not why I'm on here. That's why I look the way that I look, is what I'm trying to say. He finally knows exactly who he is, what he does. I'm getting sick, so I'm a little stuffy. Sorry, I'm just getting my hand sanitizer on my hands. And she finally asks, like, she knows what he does. So she knows that he saves women and children who are sex trafficked. She goes, how can you work to save women while actively stalking another? That's my question. I've never stalked anyone before you. That's his answer? Like, what, sir? So I'm just special. I'm unique is basically what he's telling her. I'm 55% into haunting Adeline now, and definitely picked up. I want to say around chapter 17 it started picking up, like the plot. He does despicable things to her, or those leading up to obviously where we're at in the book. He's already killed for her. He's just unhinged. Yeah, like he's just unhinged. Like, I don't like, I'm not a stalker, so I don't know, like, how does that manifest? Like, I know sometimes like it goes from dating to them not being able to let go and other things like that. But like, how do you just look at somebody and be like, yeah, I'm gonna stalk that person? I thought there's more like of a deeper, like, not connection, but like, let's say you're watching a YouTube video and you're constantly watching their YouTube videos, you feel like you kind of know them, so the stalking tendency or something like that happens. But he just looked at her for probably like 5 minutes and was like, I'm gonna stalk her. How, what, when, where, like, how did that happen? But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this today. It says I have 4 hours 51 minutes left in this book. We're gonna get to reading. The goal is to finish this today because I feel like I've been reading it for like ever at this point, and I want to end this video with reading Haunting Adeline. I hate getting sick because my kids get sick. They're already not feeling the best. I don't know if we had like a stomach bug going on, but like we all have been feeling crappy basically all week as well with their stomachs and things like that. So I'll update you guys if I have anything crazy to update, but I just had to read that because like that's been my question the whole book. Once I figured out exactly what he does. If that doesn't explain them, I don't know what does. She goes, I want to slap him, but the asshole would probably like it and then turn around and slap me back, and my dumbass self would probably like it too. This sums them up perfectly. Like, she's so confused with her feelings. I think it's because she's never had, I mean, nobody should have a guy be treated the way that she's currently being treated, but in a weird way it's kind of like sweet that he's showing her this side first going in, even though they're not like in a relationship. I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but it's toxic. It's very just like, okay, but I see why he's doing it the way that he did as soon as he's seen her, because he said like if he would have took her on dates and been nice with her, she would have fallen in love with that version of him and not the true version of himself. So I'm liking where it's going so far. But he is unhinged. I'm not gonna lie, the things that he does, I probably would have stabbed him by now. I mean, she's tried multiple times. I think she low-key, like, not low-key, she fucking likes it. I can see why at the beginning why people don't really mess with the book, because I was about to DNF it, like, not even lie, like 10 times. I'm not even 30% into the book yet. I'm like, I was only like 7%. I'm like, this is very slow. I felt like I've been reading forever, and now it's just like I'm flying through it and I'm not even realizing that I'm flying through it. So it's like that initial 40% where it's just like, oh my god, are we gonna get anywhere? Once you get past that, I think it definitely does pick up. And I'm not saying that you're going to love what he does, because obviously in real life I would never love somebody who does the things that he does. Obviously I am liking where it's going and things like that, which is honestly super weird to say, but I am. Okay, so I think we're finally getting to like the good part. Like before, I think we're seeing just what he kind of did before actually feeling like getting to the actual like real plot of what this haunting Adeline is going to be following. We obviously know she's getting stalked, doing whatever he wants to her at this point, and she low-key likes it, even though she won't admit it to him. Like, he knows her body, he knows that she likes whatever is going on between them. But now we have a video that his company Z found that shows 4 very well-known people, one being a senator named Mark, in it killing a child for this ritual, and he is now trying to infiltrate that friend group to try to figure out like where this is all going down and things along those lines. So currently we're watching him trying to become friends with Mark to see if Mark brings him in. Little twist, Mark knew Adeline's grandma, but knew her great-grandmother as well, because he used to go over there and hang out with Sarah. So she's trying to get information from him as well, but he has like this eye on her, like he kind of wants her type of vibe. So Zayden is keeping her, why do I keep saying Zayden? Zayd keeps her close by to make sure nothing sinister kind of happens to her. But we are finding out like this video, it did look like it was like a ritual, and they found out that there is a secret society going on that's doing these things. And he kind of submitted like, hey, if one of us die, the society is just gonna pick up and move and you'll never find them. Not only does he want to take out Mark and his group of friends, but now he has to be extra sneaky, because if one of them go missing or die before the time that he can find the society, everything is kind of just gonna blow up, and they're not gonna get the actual people that are really hurting and doing the things as well. It's gonna just continue, and obviously his company and himself want to put things like that to a stop. Kind of where we're at in the book. I'm 61% into it, and honestly I feel like it's flying through now. It's flying through. It's only 9:37. I feel like I just picked this book up at like 8:30, and I'm already another like 10% into it. We'll be done with this book soon. Okay, so she goes, his reflection follows me everywhere I go. There were a few times I was convinced I'd truly lost him, seeing nothing but my own image, and then he'd step out from somewhere, crushing my hopes. After a few minutes, I'm out of breath. The adrenaline and fear. Okay, that's not what I wanted to read. I'm lost and trapped with a very dangerous man who is going to absolutely devastate me. I don't think I'm running from him anymore, but rather from the person I'm going to be when he's finished with me. She knows her life's about to change. He's about to just take her soul and make it his, because what? I was literally just explaining to my sister-in-law like what this book is about, because my niece was telling us that like her friend read this book. Mind you, they're like freshmen in high school, so they're like 14, so you know, they're at that age where they're curious about things. And she was telling me that her friend was explaining what Haunted Adeline was about, and I totally forgot about that until I started reading it. And I'm just like, why is a 14-year-old little girl reading this? Why is her friend reading this? So I'm telling my sister-in-law about it, about what's going on in it. She's like, my daughter better not be reading this. And we're just cracking up laughing, because I'm just like what? Like, my niece isn't reading it. I'm gonna clarify. She has not read it. Her friend has told her about the book and what goes on in the book and things like that. I'm reading my life away, because yeah, I'm at 69% now. Wow, how fitting, 69. My mind's all over the place. My son currently is watching Blaze on my phone. He's in a Blaze. He just started really enjoying Blaze recently, but like our internet is out for some reason. It's been like that since we got this really bad weather storm. Well, winter storm, not weather storm, winter storm here. Where I'm at right now, they're at the Satan's Affair. So like that haunted place. One fun fact about me, I love haunted houses and that. It's been a year since I went. I think since I moved with my husband, since we got married and we left from home, because back home, that's like a really big thing, I think. I don't know if it's like that in other places, but like back home we have a lot of like haunted attractions, places and things like that. One big thing we have back home is Field of Streams, which is a lot of controversy around that, actually. Haven't been there in years. I think since high school, actually. Holy crap. To be closer to back home to go do these things. Hunting Adeline. I am really enjoying where it's going. Right now we're at the mirror scene where she's in the mirror house, I guess. Is that what they call it? I can't remember. If he catches her, he's gonna hook her. So that's currently where I'm at, if you guys wanted to know. It's the next day and I am not done yet. I have 50 minutes left in the book. I was telling my friend, I feel like I know how this cliffhanger is gonna end, so I might have to jump right into book number 2. But before I jump into book number 2, I need to get things done around the house first. I'm laughing because I'm really nervous. I'm scared. My friend said the second book is very like, just be prepared, and I'm like, okay. She goes, what's his favorite color? Does he have allergies? I hope he's allergic to my favorite food so I don't have to share. Me. That's so me. That's the only part I wanted to read, but that's so me. Or at least I hope he doesn't like them. More for me. I will say that we do know that this society has been gunning for her before he even entered the picture. I think that's something huge that you need to know. Like I said, I kind of guessed how it was gonna end, and my friend kind of just confirmed like, yeah, basically. I think I might be giving this one a 3.75 stars, just because it started off really slow. I feel like a true plot didn't start till like 60% in the book, once we find out who Mark is and what this all kind of entails and how it's going into his work. Obviously it starts off with him stalking her. That's the whole, throughout the whole book, basically the whole concept of the book. I'm just excited to see how the second book is going to start and then play out, because I feel like I'm gonna fly through that one, because my friend said it's very fast paced, very just like you're in it with her, like you want to know what's gonna happen, and how we kind of see him go unhinged. And I'm like, wow, so that means I'm gonna go unhinged. If he's really going unhinged, I'm gonna go unhinged in the next one too. I'm excited to see how this duet all plays out. Wish me luck. I'm gonna, once I finish this one, I'll be back on to let you guys know my thoughts, my ratings, and everything along those lines. Back on with another quote. Let me know what stars you prefer, the ones above you or the ones that I make you see. Sure, obviously it's always gonna be the ones that you make me see, duh. Like slowly I'm falling in love with it. And actually I think once you realize that she truly did not mind the stalking, maybe at the beginning, because it kind of was like shocking and surprising, I feel like, and she's like, this can't be happening to me. Well, it is. And it happened to her. That it's very just like, okay, you know what I mean? I like them. And I didn't think at the beginning of this, I didn't think I was gonna be able to ever say that I actually like him or her. Well, mostly him. I think she was very likable from the beginning, but mostly him. I was like, how is he gonna redeem himself? And he slowly is doing that. Slowly but surely is doing that. Sorry, the lighting in this room sucks. I feel like I always say that, but it truly does. I finished Haunting Adeline. I ended up going with 3.75. One, because it started off really slow and I feel like it didn't pick up till way in the book, and then I started flying through it. Second, obviously just like I felt the connection, but like I said, it just took too long to pick up to the pace to get to the plot to where we were at. I love Zaid. I think especially when you understand why he's doing what he's doing. Obviously it's not okay what he does, but somehow we love that. Everything that happens at the end. Excuse me, like what? As I was saying, I guess the cliffhanger, like I knew that that was coming up just because as soon as the society was mentioned, I just knew where this book was ending essentially. Then going into book number 2, I had to ask my friend, sorry, I didn't want to put this in here, but I had to ask my friend like, hey, because obviously why I did start book number 2, but I'm ending this with book number 1. I might start the next vlog reading book number 2 and you guys can see how that goes, but I didn't want this vlog to be too long. But I did realize that book number 2, 90% of the book, we're probably going to be watching her go through the most terrific terrible, horrendous things in her life and him looking for her for like 90% of the book, which really sucks. I'm like, why does that take that long for them to reunite? With that being said, I am ending this vlog.